Guys, welcome to the Trading Empire CR7. Hope everyone doing good, and welcome to the market review, guys, and market updates from now of what are we expecting for the next move of the market. So guys, yesterday was an amazing day. We did take a loss, one loss, and two positions entered from selling positions. So we did take a very big profit, which we are going to discuss right now. And also we're gonna predict what are we expecting next move of the market, so that you can note from the areas where you can take some opportunities and make money from today, Friday. So then we can continue with that to from Monday, where we can also expect some opportunities to continue with the new week. So now we're gonna go back on everything about that and discuss on what are we gonna be looking at for the next move, the market. So starting from what we got yesterday, remember we did a video yesterday when we are trying to enter from this area. That's why we did take a loss from this area. So we're expecting the market to move to the upside. This is an area, this was an equal low, this was an equal low. The market went back to this area to make a retracement from this demand area. So then we're expecting the market to go back and make sure that we are going back to around this area, which we discussed about from our previous videos. This is the previous high from this was a supply from the 1 hour time frame, and this entire zone was from the 4 hour time frame. So reacting from this area and move back to the downside was not a surprise, because this area was so stronger to move the market downside. So I can check it from 4 hour time frame. You can see that this is an area where we had to make a reaction from. So this entire area from this one, okay, I will say this was a supply area from 4 hour time frame. So this area, that's where we had to wait for the confirmation for the market to move back to the downside, or as a bearish reversal from the lower time frame, like we are changing the trend. So now that's what happened. That's why we reacted from that area and we went back to the downside. So then what happened after that? So remember, this trade where we did take a loss from this area, we're expecting to go back to around this area. So we went back to the downside by creating lower lows and lower highs. This is the confirmation. Instead of continue moving upside, we made a lower low by breaking the previous low from these areas. This is the lower low. So then from the lower high, this is where we got the change from this area. So from this area, that's where we did take a sell from, expecting now the market to go back to the areas where we can balance from and move back to the upside. Remember, we discussed about that yesterday. If we break below these areas, we can go back to the downside from the areas where we can expect a buying position from. So the market went back to this area. This was a supply, because this was the last buying volume from this candlestick from this area. So that's why we made a reaction from this area. Then we entered for sale from that area, anticipating the market to move back to the downside. Okay, so we did take a sell from this area. So then after that, the market made a lower low. We know that after a lower low, the previous high, the previous area we had to wait to take a sell from was from this area. Okay, this was the last buying volume where we can get a supply from. So from this candlestick, this bullish candlestick, that's where we're waiting for a reaction from. So then we can take a sell and move back to the downside. Remember, we entered the market from this candlestick when we closed bearish from this candlestick, and expecting the market to move back to the downside. We had the news, this was PPI. So the market tried to move upside, but we went back to the same direction. So then we started moving downside. So this area, this entry from this area was good, and we continued moving downside. So after that, I didn't take any other trade, but we had this area. This was another area to focus on. I will say this was okay, this one was a supply to make a retracement from. So then we can take a sell from this area, anticipating the bearish continuation to the downside from where I'm going to be explaining to target from. And this was a sell from this area. If you did take this sell, this is an amazing trade, and expecting the market to continue moving downside. So that's where we made that's where we made profit from, guys. And we are still expecting the market to be around from this area. I had 3 positions and I closed 2 positions of them. So I have 1 position to see if we can get to around 4261, or we can take a profit from. So what are we expecting? Why are we targeting this area? This one. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in a minute. Let me just start from here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the higher time frame. Okay, remove everything. So higher time frame on gold, this is a daily time frame. You can see that we reacted from this area. This is the sign of the market to go back to the downside. We discussed about that. And from where we are now going to this area from the low, this one, this is a strong area to target from. And if we can see well from where the last high area that we have to stay below is from this area, from above this candlestick, this one. So which we are going to check it from the lower time frame. And if we can check it from the lower time frame, for our time frame, I will say this entire candlestick is a supply zone we have for our time frame. So the confirmation from this is that as long as we stay below this area, we just need the lower high from this area, and then we continue taking a sell, anticipating the market to go back, okay, to around 4,240 from this area. This is our target. We can even continue moving downside until we go to around this area, but let's focus on this one from today to see if we can get some opportunity to buy from around this area, so then we can target this area. This is gonna be 250. Okay, so if we can go back, if we can go lower to the lower time frame, 1 hour time frame, we need to stick on this area. Okay, this supply area. I will say that now we can stay on this area, anticipating the market to go back to this area, so then we can take a sell. If you can check it from the 30-minute time frame, I will say this candlestick is going to be our supply. Okay, this one. So now we are ready to enter from this area. If I can set, I will set a sell limit from this area, anticipating the market to go back to this area. Then I will take a sell, anticipating the market to go down to 250 from this area. So I'm looking for a pullback from this area, retracement from this area. So then if you cannot use a sell limit, just wait for the market to pull back to this area. After this retracement, you're gonna wait for the confirmation from the candlestick that will be closing bearish. So then I'm gonna be entering from that area, anticipating the market to go back to the downside to this area. So that's what I'm looking for from now, guys. So I'm looking for a pullback from this area, so then I will take a sell from that area, anticipating the market to hit around 250. Okay, so guys, this is what I'm gonna say. Just join the VIP community, guys. It's better from the Trading Focus. The link is in description, or you can check on the Trading Focus YouTube channel in description. You can see everything. So guys, and also just watch the Trading Focus live gold. So we have so many opportunities. Yesterday we did take a loss, the first loss of the first trade of the day, and then maybe some beginners can start complaining about that, but we know what we are doing. If the market doesn't give you what you are looking for, you have to wait for another opportunity. That's why we went down to the downside. We did take a sell, and now you can see that we have a very, very big profit. That's why we forget about the small loss that we did take. This is a business, and this is a business like the other businesses. every business you can take some losses, and also what you can focus on, you are fighting with, is to make sure that you are making a big profit than the loss. Okay, so now join the trading focus VIP group, and join also the trading focus WhatsApp channel. You can check from there. And also, if you want to learn, you can check the link and description. If you want to learn, we have a full course. We have where we start from the basics until you start trading. And also we have the mentorship also. And also we have you can join the VIP group so that we can share some ideas. Then you can get many opportunities from how can you enter the market and which opportunities are in the market, so that we can take that together. So guys, remember to subscribe on the channel, and we have to do this every day so that we can check our level. Are we improving, or we are just failing to make some money in the market? So we have to go back and see where we did well, and see where we did some mistakes, so that for the next time we can avoid them. So thank you so much for your time, and until next time, take care and be safe.